Casey Anthony on TikTok? I just followed, and here's why. Living in Orlando at the time, I was there for the entire thing. Yes, I was actually there in the courtroom. And I could tell the jury and I were on the same page. Not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. When they brought in that morgue lady from TV, and even she could not tell us how that child died, I knew right then and there, anything short of a not guilty verdict all the way around would be an absolute travesty. But do color me surprised when everything came in not guilty. Even I was shocked. I mean, the justice system prevailed in Central Florida? Didn't see that coming. So she was a pathological liar. I mean, if we locked up all the liars, there certainly wouldn't be one leading the country right now. Another subject. So what, she took those detectives on a full-on tour of the backlot of Universal Studios. So what, she went on a Target shopping spree with her friend's checkbook. So what if she made up a long-term babysitter that didn't even exist? Lasagna, Mazzala, Nazala. Let they who haven't had an imaginary babysitter cast the first stone. I mean, I was 15 until I realized I was watching myself after school. Ah, good old Crazola. I digress. And the dramatics, who could forget? Jesus Christ! It smells like there's been a goddamn dead body in the trunk! Ah, Cindy Crazy Town Anthony. Smells like there's been a goddamn dead body in the trunk! God, that was good television. Oh, and then there was old Tex. Remember that crazy-ass bounty hunter fella? He just inserted himself right there, bloop, in the middle. But again, for me, it didn't really sway me on how many days, weeks, months there might have been a dead body riding around Central Florida in a Pontiac Sunfire. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but it's definitely not murder. Throwing the kid in a ditch half a block away from your home until old meter reader guy comes to take a piss and finds her? Again, probably not the smartest thing to do. But where's the murder? Running around with a dead kid in the back of your car, dazed and confused, living in denial, is not murder. That's just a little crazy. But not murder. I, like all the jurors, needed to know how this child died. Everything leading up to and the crazy behavior after the fact meant very little to me. I want to know how the child died. Then maybe we can decide who actually killed the child. In America, we cannot lock people up simply because we think they killed their kid. By the way, that whole beyond a reasonable doubt thing, beyond a reasonable doubt, worked for me. I was absolutely elated when Casey Anthony sashayed out of that Central Florida jailhouse because the media did everything in their power to make sure she faced a life sentence or even a death penalty. And I wasn't having it, which brings me to Nancy Have No Grace at All. An absolute monster. Having said that, she was absolutely relentless over Top Mom. Top Mom, Top Mom, Top Mom, Top Mom, Top Mom. Nancy who? Where the hell has she been? What rock has she been living under? And suddenly here she is resurrected, riding the coattails of Top Mom. 20 years later, still calling Casey Anthony a murderer, a baby killer. Tell me how that woman has not been sued to hell and back for defamation. Casey! Casey! Get on the ball! What Nancy Grace does is not in pursuit of justice. It was in pursuit of ratings at all costs. Same damn thing she did to George Zimmerman, right? So, I applaud Casey Anthony for endeavors to be a legal advisor. If anyone has true insight to the judicial system, it would be her. And let's not forget, in order to earn her keep, her lawyers put her to work in the research department. So although she may not have gotten a formal education, make no mistake, she got an education. I've been Team Casey from the very beginning, and I've had many conversations over and over again. I have dissected this over and over again. I've not been swayed.